Color is a property of light that we can see. Color is created by wavelengths of light including green, red, and blue. Every other color we see is a mixture of these primary colors. We can use the color wheel to create different effects in our pictures. Colors beside each other on the color wheel are harmonious, meaning that they are similar to each other. Colors on opposite sides are called complementary. These colors help each other stand out, such as blue and orange or red and green. A tint or pastel is created when white is added to a color. A shade is any color with black added. Colors can create emotions. Reds and oranges can create a feeling of warmth, while blues and greens can create peacefulness or calm. Colors can be used to create contrast in an image. Tone is the light and dark of a photo. Photos can be made from completely tone, making it black and white. Tone can be used to show things in symbolic ways. It can make a picture appear aged or newer. Tone can guide your eye to the most important part of the picture. Tone can also be shown in colored images. Tone can be used to communicate emotions, feelings, or ideas. Line is a technique that features line shapes in photography. Lines can create contrast, patterns, and structure in an image. Lines can be used to draw a viewer's eye to a specific point. They can create movement by drawing the eye along a visual path. Lines can separate aspects of a photo to add more structure and contrast. They can create visual effects or patterns. Different types of line can be used to create a different feeling or mood in a photo. Texture is a quality in photos that makes the viewer feel as if they can touch the subject and feel the details. Texture can be used to create emphasis, contrast, and pattern. The texture of an object in a photo can be enhanced by lighting. Soft textures can convey a feeling of comfort and warmth. Texture can help a photo appear more lifelike and realistic. Rough or spiky textures can convey the feeling of danger and uneasiness. Texture can draw the viewer's eye to a specific part of the photo. Space in photography describes how a photo is composed. Positive space refers to the area of a photo the main subject is. Negative space is all the space around your subject where nothing is going on. You can use negative space to form your image. Some examples of this are shadows and silhouettes. Using space in your photo guides the viewer's eye and adds story. Negative space adds contrast to an image. Space can add depth and mystery to a picture. Shape is any two-dimensional object in a photo. Shape can be geometric or natural. Examples include leaves or circles. Shape can be made by a shadow or silhouette because you can't see the 3D aspects of the object. Positive shape is what we first expect to see when we think of shape, a filled-in 2D object. Negative shape is made by the empty space inside a border. An example are hands in a heart shape. Rounded shapes, like circles and ovals, create a sense of movement because of the lack of corners and edges. Triangles in photography direct the eye to a specific point and add structure to a photo. Form is a 3D object in an image that appears to have dimensions. Form is accentuated through lighting and shadow. Form has to have height, width, and depth. Form can be found in nature or from everyday objects. An object can take on form if it is viewed at an angle rather than straight on, where it would look more like a shape. Form is made up of shape and line with the addition of dimension. Form is one of the most challenging elements to photograph. Balance is when both sides of the picture have equal weight and qualities. In symmetrical or formal balanced photos, the subject is centered to have equal weight on both sides, horizontally and vertically. Formal balance is typically used in taking pictures of people. In asymmetrically balanced photos, the subject is placed off-center and balanced by something else that stands out in a picture. The rule of thirds is typically used with this informal balance. You can also use lighting, color, and texture to create formal and informal balance. Balance in a photo can make it more pleasing to look at and give the viewer a calm feeling. Proportion is the relationship between elements in a photo. Proportion is sometimes used to make one element seem bigger or smaller than it is expected to be. A good use of proportion is also known as harmony. Harmony happens when elements look like they belong together in size and distribution. Proportion can add balance and symmetry to your photo. When an object is out of proportion, it is given greater importance. When a photo has good proportions, it can give the viewer a feeling of calm and visual satisfaction. Contrast is where two or more elements that have opposite qualities are placed together. Contrast can be created with any design element. Contrasting colors can be used to make something stand out and can be combinations such as black and white or red and green. Contrast is attractive to the eye, and you can use contrast to guide viewers to a specific point in your photo. Contrast makes your photo seem more organized and structured. Contrasting values can be used to make something stand out in your photo. Contrast can be achieved by using different types of shape and different amounts. Unity is when the elements in a photo are similar and harmonious. Unity can include colors, styles, shapes, and other design elements combined in a harmonious and pleasing way. Color palettes are a big aspect of unity. Using colors and tones that go well together can give your photo more unity. Repetition and pattern give a photo unity. Elements that are aligned and in close proximity are more unified. Too much unity can make a photo seem dull, so you should have a good combination of unity and contrast. Unity should make the viewer feel as if everything is in place and in harmony with each other. Emphasis is an area or object in a design that draws attention and becomes a focal point. You can use line, shape, texture, color, and more to create emphasis. Subordination is when you tone down other elements to give attention to your focal point. A focal point is the area in your picture that has the most significance and draws your attention. You can give emphasis to a part of your picture by adding contrast. You can use pattern to create emphasis by breaking the pattern in order to make something stand out. Emphasis makes a photo more interesting and three-dimensional. Pattern in photography uses elements that are repeated. The repetition of lines, shapes, tones, or color can create interesting images. Pattern is important when thinking about designs which incorporate significant amounts of color, texture, or depth. Another way to use pattern is to disrupt the pattern with something different, helping the viewer's eye be led to that subject. In a seamless pattern, every element within a design stays cohesive with the pattern. Patterns can be found in architecture, designs, and even nature. Filling the frame with repetitive patterns can give the impression of size and large numbers. Alignment is organizing elements to line up in a photo. It allows you to organize elements in a way that people's eyes normally follow in a picture. It helps balance a photo. It creates a connection between the elements in the photo. In edge alignment, elements are lined up against a horizontal or vertical line, typically on the border of a frame. In center alignment, you use an invisible line to make elements line up through the center of each element. When elements are aligned, it makes a photo clear, structured, and organized. Movement leads the viewer's eye on a path through the photo. Movement can be created through line, shape, form, and more. When subjects in a photo are slightly blurry, we interpret the object as moving fast. Bodies can create movement in a photo, especially when they appear unstable, making motion appear imminent. Similar and soft-appearing elements can make movement calm and flowy. Contrasting and harsh elements can make movement more unsettling and jagged. Optical illusions force your eye to make movement when there is none.